Hey there, fans of Brotherly Love Wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier. And
it's your man, CD, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Welcome.
This is WrestleMania week. We are 4 days from when we're recording this away from WrestleMania.
That means it's Tuesday.
Yes, very, very good. Very good.
Just in case they didn't know.
Yeah, for the layperson.
Yeah. For the Leitners. Christian, the whole family. His brother, Bobby.
So, I love this time of year.
It's the most
it is
wonderful
it
time of the
For
year.
wrestling fans, this is our Christmas. Whether you're an AEW fan or not, it doesn't matter. It's the biggest wrestling show, period. And I am really starting to get very excited for this entire event.
Well, the build's been phenomenal.
It really has.
This story, dude, there's been so many storylines. It's ridiculous. They're not just throwaway matches. They're like legit storylines going into this.
Aside from a few.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm trying to be positive.
Okay,
I mean, they're not all, but there's a couple throwaway ones. But I mean, even the throwaway ones, they're at least trying.
Yeah,
they're at least trying.
They're trying
pretty good. They're getting weekly TV, and there is. It was a fast build. The fast builds don't seem as significant as the longer and the slower builds, but at least they're trying to make it make sense.
Yeah,
I think we're referencing the women's triple threat, or six woman tag.
That I don't mind, even though that build has been coming since SummerSlam.
You're not talking about Dominic and Ray.
No. I actually they have brought me around because you know how much I haven't liked that.
Well, here's
from
the thing.
Way back.
Dominic, I think, has single-handedly brought you around.
He has.
From how just how he's owned being pitiful.
He has. Yeah, and he's come.
And it's actually made him better.
It has. It made him better, and he's come along big time on the mic. Like I said, I think I said this a month ago or so.
Maybe, but it still held true.
But he's become believable, and he's gotten a lot better.
He's comfortable now.
And the telling your mom to shut up in front of your dad thing, I think.
Oh yeah, that resonates
and very relatable to a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of whether you're
kids in the 90s.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Whether you're a parent or you're not a parent and you're a kid and you remember.
Here's the thing: you say that, and your eyes immediately go,
"Yeah,
get huge." Exactly. Depending on who's around, it might just be your mom.
Yeah,
because if it was my mom, I would have got smacked.
Absolutely.
So my dad wouldn't even had to have been around.
No.
My mom would have hit the shit out of me.
Yep. If you told your mom to shut up. Oh yeah.
Shut up. I would have got the word out, and it would have been, she would have already.
It would have been shut up.
It got up, but it would have been like, there would have been a lot of reverb to the P and up.
Yeah, that actually
I can start beatboxing after that.
That got me more invested than anything, because the second he said that, they went to Ray, and it was just like, It's all
It
bets are
looked
off.
like it looked like I know the surroundings that were actually there, but it looked like that could have happened in the kitchen.
Yeah, yes, yes. I agree.
It's an argument that you have in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and it's escalated.
You know-
And your dad's working; he's just getting home, and that's Mysterio. He's coming home with the suspenders on and all, and he's fucking whacking you in the fucking head.
The best thing about it that I know it resonates with more people than obviously just us.
You're an Italian kid growing up in the 90s.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Well, not the Italian kid, but I was listening to Busted Open this morning, and they were saying a caller called in mad, and it annoyed him because he was a Spanish kid growing up in New York, and he was like, "This offends me just from my culture because we don't treat our elders like this. We don't talk to our elders." He got so wrapped up in it because of that alone is fucking amazing. That's perfect. Now you're hitting a chord with a nationality who knows you don't fuck around with your parents. You don't do that to your elders. And now they're buying in just for that.
That's a pretty good. I wouldn't have thought that way. That's a pretty good way to look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, it resonates with us a different way.
Yeah,
because we were those asshole
exactly.
kids.
But this is it's a culture.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That people are annoyed that you're locking those kind of people in now to go, man, you don't talk to your mom like that, and then bang, they're invested. I want to see that kid needs to get his ass whooped.
He did,
and he's going to get more come WrestleMania.
Man, the payoff's going to be if it's a Dominic. Going over.
Here's how I saw it from the second the match was official. I feel like Dominic's going to get his ass whooped, and then getting his ass whooped so much that he's down on his knees. Dad, please, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Hit him in the balls,
and then nut shot, roll up, 1, 2, 3.
It's a very basic ending.
It is
very basic, but it's still very effective. People try and change the formula.
Bad guys, good guys. Bad guy gets over. Like the young wrestler gets put over by an older wrestler.
A legend.
It's
not only a legend. His father, a bona fide Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Now, for real.
Am I that confident to make it my pick for the pool?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Larry, we're going to sidebar.
Go ahead.
Sidebar.
Go ahead, yes.
Larry has gotten himself into a little pool where instead of a cash prize for the winner it's a pick 'em.
Yes.
So you whoever gets the most right wins. I don't know what the fucking tiebreaker is because Larry didn't tell me what the tiebreaker was. So suffice it to say, whoever gets the most right, gets a authentic replica Winged Eagle Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
And if you know Larry, if you've listened to this show since its birth, you know that his favorite title in all of wrestling is the Winged Eagle.
Yes.
Championship title.
Yeah. So
a very
hype.
A very, very classic, and it's our era.
Yeah. When I think of a world title, that for me, I know WCW, big gold for you, but for me, when I think of the championship, I think of that.
But when I think of the WWF championship, that's what I think of.
Yeah. So I am going to be, and that's the other reason why I'm so excited as well.
Who do you picture holding it?
Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan. Yeah. Like,
all right.
I wouldn't.
A lot of people have held it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say, I'm like, Michaels obviously is an easy choice for me to make.
Yeah.
But it's probably Hogan and Brett. Because when I started watching, it was the end of Hogan with it and Brett's reign. You know what I mean? So that's ingrained in my memory. Those
would have been the two that I thought.
Yeah. But so come Friday night, I'd make my picks. I think after SmackDown, before midnight, so before Saturday starts, I got to make my
before
picks.
The day begins, and it is WrestleMania weekend.
So it's going to be rough Friday night to know exactly what I'm going to pick. I don't care about the $25 that I had to put up. That's nothing. It's the title that's on the line.
It is the title that's on the line.
That's
the legit title.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm
nervous. Get a new house and a new shrine could be built. A new man cave could be built around that one centerpiece. The possibilities are endless.
I don't even like thinking about it because
I know how nervous you get, and I'm adding to this.
Very nervous already.
Oh, I know. This is why I'm doing this.
And me losing. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so dejected come Monday morning.
Here's the thing: you're gonna be determined. You're like, I was so close, I could have had it. You're gonna put like money away, and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna buy it.
I really don't want to, but you're right. I probably will if I do lose.
It's gonna get that close to be like, I was so close, and now I have to have it.
Yeah, because I know it's gonna end up being like one match I'm gonna be off, and it's gonna be something that's fucking ridiculous that I never saw coming. And it's going to fuck me over.
That's the thing, though. That's the good thing about this new regime of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We do have some possible swerves. We do have some. It's not the typical WWE booking, I don't think.
And because we talked a lot about most of the card last week, we're not going to go back over the card. But I do want to talk about a couple things that.
We just talked about Ray and
Dominic, which was made official.
That was the only thing that we didn't touch on last week. So we covered our ass. So to speak.
So going into this week, and of course this week's not over. We still got SmackDown.
Yeah. Got NXT.
I don't want to say I'm surprised
as we speak.
Yeah, is it already? Yeah.
8:06.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised I haven't seen anything yet, but there was zero talk of Lashley and Wyatt still, and this kind of. Rumors of him being hurt, him walking out, then retracted and said, oh, he's only hurt a little bit, that they think he's going to still be able to perform. Look for Monday Night Raw to have a little bit of a hint. Absolutely nothing was said. Now, of course, like I said, we have SmackDown still coming up, so they could do anything. But on SmackDown, we also have, I heard of a backup plan that WWE has, I guess if Wyatt isn't good to go come Friday. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal participants were announced.
They're doing that again?
Yes, they're doing it on SmackDown. Not at Mania.
Okay.
Then Friday night, two of them make really people start scratching their head because two of them are LA Knight and Bobby Lashley are in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Now, I've seen rumors that this is the backup plan.
LA Knight and
Bobby Lashley is the backup plan for night one. So if Bray can't go by, I guess that
night one
or night one or night two. I'm not sure.
You can't add any more. There'd be nothing for literally.
Probably night
Cody
two.
and Roman are going to have to go an hour and a half, which would fucking happen. Which could fucking happen.
I don't know about an hour and a half, but probably close to an hour.
Imagine that. They go an hour. They do it like an Iron Man match without even it being an Iron Man match.
But I was saying last week I wanted LA Knight to somehow find his way onto WrestleMania.
They led to that. Or they mentioned that on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They said, could he find his way to WrestleMania?
So I think that's their
why would they say that if they didn't?
Exactly.
Like, he deserves to be there.
He absolutely does. The work he's been doing, and I mean, the stuff with Bray, he was great, and he's only getting better and better. And
he's got what a lot of people don't have, a catchphrase. Mm-hmm. And people love a catchphrase. Yes. A catchphrase could skyrocket you.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was actually thinking, it's weird. I was actually thinking about this on my way over because, this is going to be a hard segue. Okay. It's going to be real fucking hard.
Okay.
So on my way over here, I think you know what this is about to be.
Okay.
This is about to be story time with Uncle Joe, baby.
All right.
So I'll sidebar this real quick. That's what made me think of Adam Cole. Okay. And how over he's been. I don't even know if it's his wrestling. I think it's the entrance. I think catchphrase, I think is like, because it's really nothing overly special in the ring. Super kicks, a couple other
He's
moves.
Good. Like
he's really good. He's like a hybrid AJ Styles and Ziggler.
Yeah. A little bit of Michaels flair in there. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that's why I said more Ziggler than Michaels. But he was over because of the fucking entrance.
And he still is.
That's what you need. Yeah. You need the catchphrase. The catchphrases are always key.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%.
And it's so fucking simple.
Yeah. But they are, though.
Yeah.
Catchphrases, no matter what they are, whether it's whether, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy.
It's fucking easy. Yeah.
But it has to be, and it has to be fun. It has to be the crowd can latch onto it, like Seth Rollins and singing Seth Rollins song. He literally last night stood in the ring, took the mic, went, put it up in the air.
Yeah, when you don't have to, when you can get over without having to actually wrestle, I think oddly enough, that's the name of the game of professional wrestling.
For real.
Like get over without actually having like
Hulk Hogan put a fucking hand to his ear.
He did.
That and he was over.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, of course, it helps you have charisma. That you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, these people have that though. The people with the catchphrases, the catchphrase without the charisma or the pizzazz, is nothing. Like all these people have something going for them. It's not just a catchphrase; it's how it's delivered.
Yeah. Well,
The Rock was the king of the catchphrases.
Yeah.
Jericho is the other emperor of the catchphrases. Like they get the stupidest shit over, and you don't even worry about them wrestling.
Yeah, and I mean, aside also from catchphrases, because Adam Cole has it, you have to be able to captivate on the mic too. And all the guys you're saying, including Adam Cole, can captivate on the mic. People will sit and be quiet and listen.
Yeah,
you won't get
Adam
the
Cole
what chance.
Is a like really low key, like really good promo.
He is. He absolutely is.
Yeah. Like he didn't get enough. I don't think he gets enough credit for that, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
But I think he's a really good promo. Anyway, I will sidebar back to the original story, baby.
Yeah.
Was on my way over here. I needed to get some socks because I got some in my fucking eye.
I can see that.
And it's bothering me because I keep putting holes in my socks. I need a new socks. So I was checking out online and the kid goes, "I like your shirt." I said, "Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I like it too." And he said, "Do you still watch?" I was like, "Yeah, I do, actually. I'm fucking gearing up for WrestleMania." He's like, "Yeah, man." And he said the same thing you said to me when you called me earlier, is he's like, "Man, I'm really excited for that Edge and Finn Balor." And I'm hoping I'm segueing back into normal conversation with that. It was the same thing that you said. I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, surprisingly enough, like this is main event worthy. Like it really is. Like if this was another pay-per-view where there wasn't a main title and you didn't need a main title at the show, this could be a fucking main event. This is a great build. Said it's right up there with Roman and Cody, just like you said. He's like, the only thing I'm not really excited for is Omos and Brock. I said, you're not alone on that.
No, the majority of people I think feel the same way.
I said, you're not alone. But yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of really good matches. Omos and Brock probably not going to be the barn burner that everyone else. But yeah, I mean
that promo that Finn cut to answer Edge's promo from last week.
It's like 1 and 1A right now.
Yeah, they're doing so good, and
I have a very small sample size. I have you and a random person at a checkout line. I'm gonna bounce off camera.
But no, you're right.
Don't worry, I'm still here, everybody.
The back and forth that they have done just in these last 2 weeks, and we're getting the demon, and now we're getting, I don't know if we're getting Brood Edge or we're getting this devil iteration of Edge.
I think we're getting Devil Edge.
Whatever that means. You know what I mean? Whatever that means.
Maybe he'll carry deviled eggs.
I think we're still getting the Brood music.
Really?
I do. I think we're getting the Brood music.
It would be great to have it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that we're still getting that.
It'd be even better if he had fucking Gangrel and Christian with him.
Yeah, of course.
That would be amazing.
Of course.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
You're talking about a WrestleMania moment? That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't have to do anything. They could just literally come out with them with the glasses and the fucking stupid
All
teeth.
they have to do is switch positions instead of Edge and Christian being behind Gangrel.
Yeah,
Gangrel and Christian being behind Edge.
And they could be his little fucking... That would be so cool. It wouldn't make a ton of sense because they would just literally come out and then walk into the back because they don't need to be out there. But it would be a cool entrance.
Fuck it. It's worth it. It's Mania. So I would love that.
Dude, if they're doing a fucking ramp and a half for Mania like they do for Rumble, you know how long Finn's going to have to crawl down to the ring? He's going to take it forever.
Excuse me.
You're talking about a fucking ridiculously long... He's going to literally have to crawl.
I did see
400 feet.
I saw a TikTok today of cranes and stuff in SoFi building the stage.
SoFi.
So
what does SoFi mean?
It's something financial, I think.
Oh,
Whatever.
Southern Financial.
I don't think it's Southern because it's in LA. But yeah, so but yeah, they're already obviously they better be constructing the stage already.
You mean they're not going to do this one last minute?
No. So I'm excited to see. That's the other thing. Everything that goes into Mania excites me. Not just like, oh yeah, the card. The build to it, the unveil of the stage. You got the Hall of Fame, which is Friday night.
Who's headlining this? Is it Ray?
Probably Ray. I think Ray is going to be the person.
Wait, is Batista in this one? Or is he last year?
No, Batista was last year. Let's look up who are right now anyway. That have been announced. I know Ray was one, and I know Andy Kaufman was announced.
Yes, that's right.
Which I am really excited
wait, you got me the great Muda.
Muda, yes. And they're saying that he's being inducted by Flair. So right now they have Conan inducting Mysterio.
I like that.
Muda getting inducted by Flair.
Lawler's definitely got to induct Hoffman.
Yep. Right now that's who they have. And then just announced today, Stacy Keibler.
Really?
Yes. Is being
Tom Brady inductor?
Tom Brady.
She was banging Tom Brady for a little bit, I think.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I know she was with Clooney for a while.
Is a Batman fucking inductor?
What, the worst Batman is going to induct her? The worst version of Batman is
maybe
induct
good
her.
relations with Schwarzenegger. Mr. Freeze can induct her. And really confuse everybody. Like,
come out in a big ass.
How the fuck does this tie in?
Yeah, so Keibler.
Who inducts Stacy Keibler? Wasn't she with the Dudleys?
I would say the Dudleys. That'd be pretty cool. But all right. What? All right, I'm taking a turn.
Sidebar,
because I put this out here on social media. No, it had to be announced yesterday because I put it out yesterday.
You did.
She was announced yesterday. What to you?
What to me?
Constitutes a Hall of Famer for WWE. Now I know WWE Hall of Fame has gotten watered down, and people who aren't in there should be. I get it. But
what would a true Hall of Famer?
Yes. Like, no disrespect to anyone that steps in that ring or does what they do with the WWE at all. But there are people like a Stacy Keibler that I don't feel belong in the WWE Hall of Fame over a lot of people that aren't in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I'm going to say popularity, titles. I mean, if we're going to go a true impact on the industry,
I agree with that.
Like, in a certain extent, like they must have had an impact at some point. And a lot of the Hall of Famers in there are. I mean, if you look at just the eras, I mean, obviously Hogan, Andre the Giant.
Well, yeah.
You got the golden years. Like,
I accept the Bella Twins. Do I think they were great in the ring? Absolutely not. But they made an impact and on the industry, like you said. They won titles, like you said. You know what I mean? They're a big name when it comes to a women's division throughout history. The Bellas are a big name. So them, I think they belong. Did I like them? No. But I think I can see what they did, especially for little girls.
Is it because you can only look and you couldn't touch?
No. No. But Stacy Keibler, look at Stacy Keibler, and I don't think so. Yeah,
look at Stacy Keibler.
I don't think WWE Hall of Famer are one of the greatest women to ever do it. I think there's plenty of women.
No, there's definitely plenty. This one's like this one's just a throwaway.
Yeah,
she did revolutionize the bra and panties match, though. Doesn't do it for you?
No,
she's not a trailblazer in that sense.
I don't know. It might be me. I might be alone in thinking like this.
I don't think you're going
for her. But I
wouldn't. I mean, half of the people that they have every year in the Hall of Fame, I would probably keep it to like maybe one or two, maybe 1 to 3 a year, and really make.
They have scaled it down. Before they were putting in a lot.
Like really scale it down. Really make it mean something.
Yeah, I agree. But I think they have done that in past years. They have scaled it down a little bit.
Like, honestly, I mean, it's tough, like, to constitute a Hall of Famer. Like, would I say that, like, I'm thinking of, like, the Rick Rudes, the DiBiase's, like, would I consider them in my viewpoint and how I would lay out a Hall of Fame? Like, I don't know if they make the Hall of Fame.
I think the $1 Million Man over Rick Rude, even though, and us saying that someone doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame doesn't mean anything.
No. I'm just saying, if I were to do a Hall of Fame, it'd be very like subjective for the most part. Like, you'd have to have like meet the criteria. Like, you'd have a certain criteria, and you have to meet it. And
I get that.
And like certain criteria means more. Like title reigns, like they don't have any major title reigns, so they'd be substantially lower than
people.
I mean, I know it's not fair because
it's scripted and written.
So again, we're getting way too into.
I wanted to get your thoughts. It just
would I put in Stacy Keibler? No, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that basically.
I don't care. I don't care either way.
I really don't either. It just kind of made me think when I saw her name announced, is why I said it. So I do want to kind of veer off of WWE to AEW a little bit.
You do? Okay. I'm here for it. That's what the kids would say.
Anyway.
The Leitners.
There was...
The children. Little Bobby.
There was stuff that happened outside the ring for AEW.
Outside the ring, you say?
Yeah, if you want to call it
an
AEW.
Apron bump?
No, not that kind of outside the ring.
Oh, okay.
CM Punk made another splash on social media.
He was taking a bath
this past week.
All up on the Saturday night.
No.
Rub-a-dub.
He started talking on his Instagram story about the match.
Do you think he did talk to text?
Probably not.
Okay.
About the match that, remember, he got squashed. Remember, everyone was wondering why the fuck they did it.
Him and Moxley?
Yeah.
You think he was on one of those old Apple computers, like the colored back ones?
Probably not. Probably not. I don't think they have Instagram on that. Probably on his phone.
Okay, gotcha.
But
wait, you can get the internet on those computers?
I don't think you can access Instagram on those computers.
Yes, you don't think you download that app?
The fact that you made yourself laugh as you were trying to get that sentence out tells me you don't believe yourself. But now there's all this talk about everything was smoothed over. He was supposed to come back. And now all this other stuff has now come up because he talked shit on Moxley and talked shit on Tony Khan again because of them bringing him back, and he'll never wrestle hurt again because he obviously promised he'd do it for WWE and he wrestled the whole time. I don't think he knows when to keep his mouth shut.
Like, why does he need to keep his mouth shut, though? Why does he have to keep his mouth shut? It's a free country, freedom of speech.
All right, but he may not want to wrestle there again.
He might not want to go back. This might all be a work.
I don't think so. I think we look way too far into everything being a work because we want it to be a work as wrestling fans. We want the ultimate storyline.
Yeah, but what if it just turns into a work?
If it turns into a work, then great. Same thing we fucking said about the media scrum after All Out. You know what I mean? This could all be a work, and the fight, and everyone. And I don't think it fucking was. To be honest, I really don't think it was. I think it was all legit. I think he's everything that Triple H called him in the promo, and every report that you're hearing, I'm starting to side with Colt Cabana. I'm starting to think that this guy is a cancer. Like, if everything that's going on, it just seems like he's never fucking happy. He's never, ever happy. He finally got into a wrestling company with people that aren't like WWE. They're the complete opposite mindset. They got a fan booking the company and the president. Like, you have all these young talent that you can work with and help bring up. And then what happens, however many months you are, or a year or so in, they're too young and they don't understand and they're not respecting me. Like, dude, what do you fucking want? What do you want at this point?
I think he just wants to be the top guy always.
I guess. And the thing that I really took out, he's never fucking seen a Rocky movie. How the fuck have you never seen a Rocky movie?
Wait, he's never seen a Rocky movie?
Yes. So in the post,
how does this even make?
How does this come up?
Did he just throw this in there?
He did.
Oh yeah. By the way, I've never seen a Rocky movie.
He did because.
Why don't you just tell me the Rocky movie?
You understood now that he said it. You understand the booking. Rocky 3. was supposed to be the booking for Moxley Punk. Clubber Lang squashes Rocky. Rocky comes back and beats Clubber Lang and wins the title. Hence, him at All Out, before that, getting squashed and then coming back and winning the title at All Out. It's Rocky 3. Mox and Tony came to him with this idea. He has said, he was like, I've never seen any of the Rocky movies, and I think this is stupid. And he puts that in the Instagram post. He says they wanted to do it like Rocky 3, and I told them I've never seen Rocky movies. How does someone his age not see fucking Rocky?
I tell you, Chicago's fucking weird. They don't know how to make pizza. You can't trust them. They don't watch Rocky because what? It's the ultimate underdog story. I mean, one of the greatest sports movies ever. Just because it takes, fucking Chicago people, fucking hockey fans too. They don't get it. They don't get it. You only get it because it took place at the Spectrum.
But I just don't get what he wants at this point. I think he just looks like
maybe he just wants to know what love is.
I think he has that already.
Okay,
Maybe
he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't know what love is, and that's just what he wants to know. What love is.
I think we're going a little too deep with this.
Do you think he's ever heard an Air Supply song?
Probably not.
No,
probably not.
I bet you he's heard Air Supply over. You've seen it, like
over Rocky.
Yeah,
you think he's more? He knows Air Supply more than he knows Rocky.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you that. I think that's more likely.
I'd put money on that. Actually,
I
bet you he'd belled out
you on that.
Air Supply.
I don't know about that, but I agree with him being more familiar with Air Supply than Rocky movies.
Yeah, I bet you if he drank, he would definitely do it. Straight
now
edge.
we're gonna go after the straight edge.
Oh, straight edge bullshit. I bet you if he had a couple beers, he'd be like, he'd really fucking belt out some. He'd have some fun in his life. Only that much.
Stacking straight edge, I fucking love it.
You came at him. I can't come at him. The fuck? This is
a little more personal. I'm talking about.
I'm wearing Triple H. I can beat up on him.
But aside from,
would it be
CM
insane
Punk
if he
shit,
somehow saw this? Like if so, like yo, they were talking about you on this fucking podcast.
Out of all the podcasts and popular shit that people say about CM Punk, he's going to pick up on ours.
Wouldn't that be crazy though?
It'd be crazy, but
it would be funny. Hey man, we've made some waves lately, putting out fucking breaking news stories, bagging fucking Austin Theory.
Yeah,
CM Punk is going to end up catching this show, just this one. He's not going to go back and watch anything else, but maybe he catches this one. Maybe he comes on here to defend himself about how much he loves Air Supply.
Now I really, really think that you're stretching it a little bit.
The world works in mysterious ways. The right person's listening.
I don't even know.
What did we learn from Angels in the Outfield? They're always watching.
That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. We're talking about angels here.
Yeah, we're talking about angels here. You don't think we got angels? I'll be JP. You gonna be Roger?
Can we move on? I'm sorry I even brought it up. To be honest,
when you said you wanted to take a turn, did you expect it to take this many turns?
No, I didn't. I really did not to end up at Angels in the Outfield.
Oh,
although with you, I'm not surprised, but I didn't think we were going to get there.
You gave me an opening and an opportunity. This is like Stranger Things. You opened the mind up. I came right in.
And now we're in Stranger Things.
Dude, but the references are all on point. If anybody catches anything about this shit, they know the references are there. They know the obscurity of this twisted brain can lead us anywhere. And then I can somehow bring us back. I'm like a lost, blind, deaf person in the woods. I get us there by scent.
All right, genius. Segue us to NXT. Off of Stranger Things with a blind, deaf person. After getting yourself. Nothing? No?
Is Carmelo Hayes the champion yet? He should be.
He's not.
He's not?
So that's the other thing I think we should talk about, because I think...
Is it Stand and Deliver?
Stand and Deliver. Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock.
If Triple H is going to do anything, can he just let them have TakeOver back?
Well, that's what this is. This is Takeover.
So NXT. No, but it's not NXT Takeover standing. It's NXT Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, I don't know if Takeover is going to
ever be a thing again.
No, I don't think so.
So this is Shawn Michaels' regime.
Mm-hmm.
Is that and Takeover was Triple H's regime?
Yes.
So maybe that's why they're not going to do it. So
probably, yeah, most likely.
Stand and Deliver does sound like something Michaels would.
Mm-hmm. I think it's an appropriate name.
Yeah, it's like that whole Cowboy Wild West type thing.
Yeah, I get that.
That had the funkiest taste to it.
Oh my god! So let's go over some of the matches. I think there's some very underrated. Obviously, not a lot of people watch NXT like they used to, but I have been watching it probably for the past 12 weeks, including the pay-per-views. And
what is your takeaway?
There's still a lot of people that are very green still.
Rough around the edges.
Mic work, obviously, still and look, this is the first time on TV. They're still trying to work on it.
Yeah, but you know who the top people are, though. They stand out enough to where the top people
I still think, honestly, even though I think he's coming up anyway, I still think Braun needs work. Maybe they're going to do a sink or swim type thing with Braun Breaker.
Here's the thing. Braun Breaker is he's the plain Jane babyface.
Mm-hmm.
He needs more personality. It's like, I don't know how necessarily to describe it, but that's basically, I mean, it sounds kind of mean, but that's what it is, the plain Jane babyface.
He is, you're right. And very generic.
Yeah, and generic. You can't push that on the main card.
No. That's what I'm worried about with Braun. I'm
and he's not worried. He doesn't have the physical presence on the main card like he does in
NXT.
He's going to come up and he's just going to be a mid-build guy.
Yeah.
Still freaky athleticism, but...
Well, of course.
But that'll only get you so far.
So,
look at Chad Gable.
True.
He needed a fucking catchphrase to get himself...
And he has it.
Yeah.
And he's gotten more over
TV time.
Ever. So, the couple of ones I wanted to look at and talk about, obviously, Breaker and Carmelo, NXT Championship match. They're going to put on a good match because they're both talented as hell. I like Carmelo a lot more.
Carmelo comes out on this one.
I agree.
Finally.
I agree because, again, I think Braun's coming up. I think it's Carmelo's
time. Not only that, it's been his time. It's been his time for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Easy guy to put the brand on the back of.
Yeah. We have a ladder match.
Ladder, pray tell?
Which is great in NXT always. But it's for the NXT Women's Championship. And you got
so is Roxy's the
No, she is not the champ anymore.
Who's the champ?
Well, she apparently now see this is I assumed part of the storyline, but I'm not sure. She apparently got injured and had a head injury, had to be taken out on the stretcher and taken to the hospital. This was all on NXT TV, so I obviously assume, and I think most people assume it's a work. So the title is up for grabs. Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Indy Hartwell, Lyra Valkyrie. No, it's not Valkyrie, but Valkyria, which is she's more new than what I've seen.
Okay.
But I feel like even the ones that I have watched, like a Zoe Stark, a Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, who I didn't like at first, but she's starting to grow on me.
Chick, right?
Yes. She is starting to really, really make some waves. I think she's really good on the mic. She's getting better. But these girls can go. And Indy Hartwell is great, too.
I low-key think Indy's going to win.
I don't know. I really like Zoe Stark. I love her.
She might also win.
Gigi is obviously the one that got put through the door in Ding Dong Hello.
Yeah, how come the other chick isn't in
it? That I'm not sure.
What's her name?
JC Jane?
Okay.
Yeah. I love JC
Your name.
Jane.
What's your name?
I love JC Jane.
Tony.
Like I said, a lot of it
Tony.
A lot of it I've been watching people that stand out to me. I'll fast forward through things that you know what I mean? I'm not watching like I watch Raw. I'm looking for things to stand out and people I like.
Mm-hmm.
But the NXT North American Championship match which always seems to
Oh,
deliver as well.
Oh, we got
Say
Gargano on this show.
Yes, I was getting to him. Yes. But Wesley, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and Exium all in a fatal 5-way for the North American title is going to be crazy.
They got a fatal 5-way. They got a fucking multi-woman ladder match.
We have a triple threat tag team match for the NXT.
And they got a
tag team
triple
champions
threat
as well.
tag team match. So you're going to have 5 or 6 people in 3 of these matches.
And then you had more. There's an 8-person mixed tag team match as well for the rights to Chase University.
For the rights to Chase University?
Yeah, they gain control of Chase University. So again, you have to be at least watching.
What's the intrigue to want to run Chase University? What do they have?
I can't. You have to watch NXT to understand what they're saying. So, excuse me.
So the rights, do they own stocks?
No. It's like
real estate.
A brand.
You own the brand? It's
Yeah.
just the brand? This brand is worth that much?
You're thinking way too literal about this.
Yeah, I know. Like, do they own real estate?
No.
They have a house in the Hamptons?
Stop it.
What do they have? Why do I want to run this estate?
It's not an estate. Their gimmick.
Why do I want to run this gimmick?
Is a university. They're from this university, and the main wrestler who started it is Chase University. Yes. Andre Chase is who started Chase University, and you have Duke Hudson, who is his tag team partner, and then you have wait, that was her name. I want to get it wrong. Taya Hale, who is also with them, obviously because it's a mixed tag. But Tyler Bate is in it, and then Schism as well, Joe Gacy's group.
Wait, Tyler Bate?
Yes.
Who's Tyler Bate with?
Tyler Bate is with Chase.
Oh, really?
Versus Schism.
He's going to turn on him.
I don't know. But Tyler Bate and Dragunov had a fucking amazing match. Which is obviously
I'm not surprised.
There's just the thing is they're featuring everybody.
Tyler Bate doesn't have a bad match in NXT.
No, he doesn't have a bad match ever.
He's like Gargano. He's the British Gargano.
JD McDonough and Dragunov this past week on NXT had a fucking amazing match. It was like a 17, 19-minute match. It was so fucking good. But that's the thing is that there's very underrated wrestling going on. And because not a lot of people are watching, not a lot of people are seeing it. It's just the names aren't there. And even for me, who like I said, I'm fast forwarding through a lot of different stuff depending on who catches my eye and who I want to watch. So like there are things that I miss, obviously, because I don't know everybody's name. I'm not watching like I would watch the main roster, like I watch AEW. But most of the people I'm watching, they're really starting to catch fire. Their matches are always really, really good. But I think this pay-per-view is amazing as far as the talent and what the matches they have planned. And like you said, we still have Gargano versus Grayson Waller in an unsanctioned match, which is going to be phenomenal because you have Johnny Takeover back on NXT.
And that's Saturday afternoon, right?
Saturday at 1:00 is Stand and Deliver, which should lead us right into WrestleMania pre-show.
That's 10 a.m. on the West Coast. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yo, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, can you think about doing that? Waking up and your whole day.
Yo, because what? WrestleMania starts at what, 4:30 there?
Yeah.
Oh man, they get WrestleMania done and out of the way early.
They get a good night to go out and drink after WrestleMania.
Damn, dude, they get to do The only problem with that is that it's all daytime.
Yeah.
I hate that though.
Mm-hmm.
I need a night like Roman Reigns and fucking Cody has to be in the dark.
That and well, look,
Finn and that will not work during the day. Like they have to drag that.
Has to be
like that's ridiculous that they're like they have to.
That has to be like co-main on night 2.
That should be the main for night 1, just so it.
It's definitely going to be night 2 though. Night 1 is there's 6 matches already announced. So night 1's I don't see them. I think they're on
There's certain matches that need to be in the dark.
I agree.
That would be better under the bright lights, not the sun.
Yeah. That's the
downfall part. Yeah.
About West Coast Mania.
I know you get good weather, but Yeah, like remember the one year it was what, Levi Stadium?
Yeah, and we had Sting outdoors. And they had Taker and
Yeah.
was it Taker Wyatt? That was that
I think it was.
San Fran? And they weren't even in the dark.
No, there's a lot of matches that should be in the dark.
Yeah. But NXT definitely going to deliver, stand and deliver. I can't wait because that's going to be a great appetizer for WrestleMania on Saturday. And I hear rumors of a Cameron Grimes being called up to the main roster after Mania, which I think he has repackaged himself. He's got himself in much, much better shape. Not that he was in okay shape, but he has toned himself up. He looks lean. He got a haircut. We have a new Cameron Grimes now, so must be getting ready for that main roster call up. So Cameron Grimes is the one to look forward to after Mania. And I'm also hearing, still in the NXT family, word of a Ciampa Gargano DIY reunion on the main roster. After Mania. Which is good because those two kind of floundered a little bit on the main roster.
DIY versus Sammy and KO.
That would be
That's
amazing.
Good.
Imagine.
Even
and we don't need it on Raw.
Them and the Usos.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
You have the SmackDown after Mania. They come out with the titles after beating the Usos. And you have DIY's music hit and them two walk out together. Oh, gonna go crazy. Man, did I say I love WrestleMania weekend? Because, God, I cannot wait.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
It really is.
A lot to talk about.
It really is. That our show next week,
because we're gonna have Mania Raw,
and
then our show
on Tuesday. Yes,
and the Raw after Mania is the craziest Raw of the year, so we're gonna get some shit there too.
Yeah, we're gonna get returns, debuts.
Yeah.
Whole new storylines being started.
Storylines. We might get Cody's first. Well, if Cody wins.
Yeah,
what if the biggest swerve is
Cody loses?
As Roman retains.
And he goes for 1,000 days. It's possible. I mean, it's possible. They could be like, you know what, we're just gonna go and we're gonna try and do the impossible, and he's just gonna go 1,000 days instead. It could happen.
Who beats him? Then you got to bring the Rock in. you got to just bring it.
I don't know.
Who the hell would beat who would beat him?
I don't know.
He's beating everybody.
I don't know. We'll have to see. So
I don't know. But anyway, I think it's going to be a really interesting weekend.
It is.
It is a great weekend. It's going to go by too quick. I know.
So we hope you enjoyed the show. Enjoy all the wrestling that comes up this week and this weekend.
WWE has been so good that we're not even thinking about the independent shows that are lined up.
No. I'm interested because, like, I feel like at this point, I mean, this being Tuesday, usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the big days for the collective and all that to go on. I'm not hearing a lot of like big buzz as far as now. I know for the culture, you see Myron Reed is the new Black Wrestlers Matter champion.
Interesting.
It is.
It's just interesting how it all played out.
Right. But good for him.
Either way.
And good for Black Wrestlers Matter. That's a really substantial name on the indies to be holding that title and is going to get a lot of eyes.
That's good.
Yeah. But he will be at For the Culture with the Silver Smoker on his shoulder.
So Joey Janela's spring break looks fucking wild.
Does it? I haven't seen the card yet.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy. I don't remember all the matches, but I know once I saw it, I was like, damn.
GCW always delivers. We've said that 1,000 times.
Fuck it. I'm going to have to look it up. But Janela was wrestling someone far out there.
So that might be my Monday next week, is catching up on all the great indies. All the indies and all that. But yeah, so
only we got the Preston Steve wrestling or reference.
Wrestling. So yeah, if you enjoy the indies, the collective, Joey Janela, all that, Hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy WrestleMania. And we will be back next Tuesday night right here and talking about it and geeking out and seeing what's next, because the WWE New Year starts as of Monday night.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. So thank you for watching, listening. We'll be talking to you very soon.
Toodles.